Yo boys, take it from someone who has historically been a bit too open of a book. There are certain things in life which are best kept secret. You shouldn't tell people about it. You shouldn't be spouting about it all the time unless you really trust the person. I've had periods of my life where I have been too open about some of my personal circumstances, and it's gotten me ostracized and even bullied quite severely. Even as early on as primary school, I would tell my friends very personal things about my life which ended up getting used against me and spread around as rumors. And overall, it made my life absolutely miserable. So, boys, these are 5 things that you need to shut the fuck up about, okay? You don't have to talk about this stuff publicly. Let's jump straight into it. Number 1 is personal finances. Now, the problem with talking about your finances is that it can create envy and also resentment. If you have something other people want, you're gonna cultivate an environment which is envious of you. It can also create just a myriad of other expectations and issues. For example, if you say, oh yeah, I am making this much money, you might have a bunch of people who suddenly have expectations of you, like, oh well, Sam, you're making this much money, you can't buy me lunch? What the fuck is this? What the hell, Sam, you're making this much, but you won't pay for my fucking rent? What the hell is this? I thought we were bros, man. Keep your money situation under wraps, guys. It can only cause issues if you're too loud. You can also make yourself a target. Look at people like XXXTentacion and Pop Smoke, who both got killed for cash. Number 2 is your medical history and any medical issues that you have. There's a few reasons why you want to be quiet about this, but one of them is that it can actually create vulnerability. So, for example, if you have a nut allergy and you're really vocal about it on the internet, and you have people who don't necessarily like you very much, and by the way, guys, as you continue on your journey, especially as you continue cultivating wins in your life, you're going to make a lot of enemies. Like I say, it causes resentment. Once you're winning, people are going to resent you. If you're very loud about some of your weaknesses, like a nut allergy, all of my enemies suddenly know that all they have to do to take me out is to just fucking serve me some nuts in my food. For example, I know this seems like very ridiculous and almost paranoid, but you'd be surprised. You don't know where you're going to be in the next 20 or 30 years. You could become very powerful, very strong. You could cultivate yourself a lot of enemies. You don't want people knowing your weaknesses. Another reason why you don't want to talk about your medical issues and your history is because you might come across as if you're trying to elicit sympathy from people, and this is very ugly. This is going to turn a lot of people away, like, oh yeah, I have this ailment and this ailment. It's going to make people think that you're just looking for attention, you're attention seeking. That's very ugly, and that's going to turn good people away from your life. So keep it under wraps, boys. No reason to be too loud about your medical history and your medical issues. Number 3 is your future plans. Here's the thing, guys. Most people, they don't care what your future plans are, and if you're loud about what your future plans are, I want to do this, I want to achieve this, I want to have this car, I want to have this woman, all you're going to do is invite mockery into your life. People only respond to results, not of your dreams. You can say as much as you want what you want, but at the end of the day, no one cares until you actually have it. So it's best to be quiet about these things. I will say this as a caveat though, sometimes it is actually very good for accountability to talk about what you're going to do. For example, at the start of the year, I did a dependable man's challenge. I told myself and everyone around me that I'm going to hit the gym every single day. I'm going to cold shower every day. I'm going to run every day. I'm not going to smoke. I'm not going to drink. And being loud about goals like that is actually very powerful because I suddenly have a large audience of people looking to me to see if I'm actually about what I talk about. Number 4 is issues inside of your relationships. This is a really big deal. I could be having minor disagreements or major disagreements with some of my close friends. As we speak, I could be having conflict with them, but you will never really know about it until there is a firm resolution. I understand that people operate on emotions, and there's absolutely no point in me talking about current conflicts that are going on until I've came to a firm resolution and I fully understand why this person might be behaving this way. All I'm going to do is, if I'm loud about current conflicts which are going on in my life right now, is I'm going to make other people's view of a potential friend of mine or a girlfriend of mine or a family member of mine, they're going to have a very negative opinion of this person before I've come to any conclusions. And you'll see this a lot with women. Women like to gossip a fuck ton, guys. And this is a firm rule that I've placed inside of my relationship. If me and my girlfriend have any sort of issue, we talk about it between ourselves first and foremost post, and it doesn't leave our inner circle, just us two, that's it. And there's a reason for that, is because if every single time I did a small thing which annoyed my girlfriend, she went to one of her friends and said, oh yeah, Sam's done this and da 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 da, her friends are gonna have such a negative picture of me, when in reality 99.99% of our relationship is amazing. But every time something goes wrong, my girlfriend talks about something that's going wrong with her friend's gonna think I'm a piece of shit, and then her friend's gonna be like, yeah, just fucking dump him, sis, just come out to the club with me. Obviously my girlfriend doesn't keep friends around like this, but you get my point. There's no benefits in terms of talking about your current relationship issues until you've resolved them yourself. And number 5 is sexual encounters. There's a lot of men who think it's really, really cool to have sex with a woman and then the next day go to their boys, yo, what's up boys, I fucking piped this bitch last night so hard, man, I did this to her, and then I did this and this. It's incredibly disrespectful and also very jarring when someone does this. When I'm at a dinner table and someone starts talking about their casual sexcapades, I'm immediately very uncomfortable. And like subconsciously, my respect for them always diminishes a little bit, because it's like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? What do you want? You want a medal? You had sex? Wow, well done, you had sex, incredible. What the fuck do you want? Shut the fuck up about your sex, okay? It's between you and your partner. It is a sacred ritual that is shared between two people that you should not be sharing with other people. It is deeply personal, deeply intimate, and I don't give a fuck how epic your sex was. I'm not gonna give you a medal. I don't care. It speaks to your character that you're willing to share things like that for a slight ego fulfillment feeling. It's quite sad, honestly. It's disrespectful and it lacks class. Guys, keep your sexual encounters under wraps. No one else needs to know about that stuff. If you want to learn how to make money online from the comfort of your bedroom or traveling the world with your laptop, I teach over 500 students how to do exactly that through video editing. I can also show you how to do exactly that. As you can see on the screen, we're getting excellent results inside of the academy, and you could be next. Take care, boys.